I was saying that when I had broken up with my wife, and I was going off thinking that I might redo what my mother had done to get me together with my wife. She didn't do it to get me together with my wife, but she did give me those 2 tickets, probably thinking that if I asked somebody to go with me, something might start up between the two of us, and something did. I asked Sephora to go to that play that my mother gave me the 2 tickets for, and we did begin a relationship that lasted to this day. So that was from 1993 till now. Okay, so when I went off from Sephora, I thought, well, let me redo that. I'll go buy 2 tickets to a musical comedy, and I'll redo what my mother did, and I'll meet somebody again. And maybe this time it'll be a better somebody than I met when I met Sephora. Okay? So, the man of the year is in World War II, right? And he's in that war for a good long time. The way he described it was, I believe this is what he said, I was 36 months at sea. Okay, this is his understated way of saying that he was really in that war. There's a lot of people, during World War II, they were not really in the war. And you read online that a lot of men in the armed forces, they have a weapon they never even fire during the war. Okay, and yet they're gonna claim to have been in World War II, right? And they never even fired their weapon. So the number of soldiers who were actually in combat turns out to be a very small number compared to the number of men who were involved in a war. This is a strange fact to realize. I came to it somehow, I don't know, just by going over these kind of experiences that men have during war and seeing finally online the facts like these, that the men in combat are a small number of men compared to the number of men in the entire armed forces involved in a war. Now, I don't know how true that is for the Civil War, because this was an extremely brutal war. More men died in the Civil War, in the Civil War in the United States, in all the wars combined. This is World War I and World War II. That's how many died in the Civil War. Okay, now let me get back. So, the man of the year is in that war. Okay, now, even there you got to say he's not in the war as much as the men who were on those landing craft and hit the beaches, right, in those invasions of the various islands that happened from the Philippines, I would guess, to Japan, right? He was not going ashore on those landing craft where those infantry men were, but he was on a small ship there during those what do you call those invasions of various islands. He was there in all the battles that he was at in the Philippines and onward. Okay? So he was present during all that warfare, and, by the time he got to Okinawa, he was right in the midst of things, because, kamikaze planes were hitting right next to his ship. So he was seeing all that, and he claimed to have brought down a plane. He said, I don't know why I'm giving it so much credit on this. I'm just saying that he was in that war. He was very much in the war, as a lot of people are not. Now, so he's in that war for all that time. And he's in that war all the way up to the end. And I got to say, he never mentioned that he was present over there and and I never asked. Communication with him. Okay, I don't like this man or trust him, and he's telling me about his war experiences. I just listened. Okay, look, this is a guy who's had me held in like 5-6 hour CIA type interrogations. This is a man who's had me at his side when he's doing any kind of yard work. None of the other kids are doing that. This is a man who takes me out with him whenever he's going to like buy himself some shoes or buy himself some clothes. I'm going to go with him. Weird. Why me? Okay? But I got to be at his side at all times. He's going to go to a baseball game suddenly. I go. No other siblings go. This is weird, right? These are cuddly outings with father and son. No, they aren't. There's no such thing. So I'm in this weird relationship with this guy all the way from birth. And my first memories of him are ugly. Okay, and down through my experience with the guy, I never liked or trusted him. Okay, so he's in that war for a good long time. If you calculate his dates of service from his honorable discharge card, which I have, it comes out that he spent three years, 5 months, and so many days when the entire war occupied 3 years, 8 months, and so many days, right? He was in that war a good long time, and he was really in the war, present during those big invasions that happened. He might not have been hitting the beach with the men in the landing craft, but he was right there in the midst of things, right? So he was really in the war, and the war ends with these atomic bombs. And he never says he was there. And I never asked. You see, because I'm just saying that I don't know how to put it in words that I wouldn't be asking questions like that. You know, I don't know why I never asked. It's just occurring to me now. Like within the past week or so, I thought, he never mentioned that he was there during the explosion of those atomic bombs, but he had to be. He's there at the Battle of Okinawa, right? And the Battle of Okinawa is the last battle before the bombs hit, right? So he's at the Battle of Okinawa and his ship's going to sail back? No, because he didn't even get out of the Navy until December. The formal signing of the surrender happened on September 2nd, 1945. He didn't get home from the war until December 22nd, 1945. Over 3 months later. How long does it take to sail a ship from Japan to whatever port he was at when he got out of the Navy on December 22nd? Either in San Francisco or Los Angeles, somewhere, I don't remember. He showed us, but I don't remember because, like I said, I didn't want to honor this guy when he's saying, here, this is when we were on this family trip when I was 15 years old. He drove to where he got out of the Navy. He said, this is where I got out. He was showing us whatever Navy installation was there, and I don't remember now. Was it in San Francisco? Was it in Los Angeles? I don't remember because I wasn't paying attention. I didn't want to honor this guy, I guess. I'm trying to find out, why I don't know these things and why I never asked. Were you there during the atomic explosions? I never thought to ask. Why? Because I'm in this bizarre relationship, you know. I've been grilled and probably, I'm saying, I was sexually abused by this man. And unconsciously, I must have known it. Because everybody else seemed to read it on me. And for that reason, women wanted nothing to do with me, and men didn't either. And I didn't have any friends, and I didn't have any women. And there had to have been a reason, but I didn't understand the reason. But unconsciously, I might have understood. I might have known. Unconsciously. So I'm in this relationship where I'm being severely abused, and unconsciously I know that. So I don't ask him, hey, Dad, what about this and that? No, I don't do that, because we're not in a relationship like that. If he tells me something, I'm just listening. Because I'm the guy who's on the couch there when he's saying, this guy's son didn't do like you. Look, you don't talk to me that way, all right? I said, I'm sorry. Oh, you're sorry, huh? You're sorry. I mean, this is the way these things go. When you're talking to this guy, 5 or 6 hours like that, repeatedly. So I'm going to be there, hey, Dad. No, I'm not. I've been victimized by this guy, so that's why I don't ask questions. I don't ask any questions at all. All right, so, and this is the guy who brings me to work with him when I'm 12, specifically with the plan to show others that I'm this bad son. I remember now, he almost had that expression on his face that later he would have, like, I'm thinking about murdering this son of mine. His expression, he's like ignoring me, and he's got this expression like he's thinking he's going to kill somebody, right? Well, he was really thinking of how he would do that. That's the truth of the matter. So I'm now remembering when he took me to work with him on those Saturdays, he had a serious, ugly expression on his face. It wasn't warm, cuddly now. Hey, Jay, you're going to go be into the hospital with me and see? No. It's like he's driving somewhere on a what would you call this? He's a hitman on his way to kill somebody. He's going to work with me. No, it's not like that at all. And I almost got, my hackles are raising, remembering this. So, once again, I never asked, were you there when the bombs went off? I never asked. But he had to have been, right? He had to have been. So he never mentions it. And then what happens? Well, he's in this long battle that he doesn't want to be in. And it ends with atomic bombs hitting. Right? Well, he's in a long battle with me. So he thinks the way I thought, oh, I met Sephora by my mother giving me these tickets, so let me do that again. So what does he do? He's been in this long battle with me. Not that there's any fault, just because I was born. That's why he's in a long battle with me. And he was in World War II probably because he was born wrong. Maybe he was thinking he born in poverty, and then he's got to go to war for this country that's done this to him. He's grown up. His parents separate. He lives with his father. And my theory is he got preyed upon by a gang of hillbilly kids that gang raped him, and later when he's a senior in high school, he's the most popular guy of his class, and we never have a single story about any of those people who liked him so much, nor do we hear a single name, nor is there a single friendship among those folks. Why? Those are the people who raped him, and now they're over. You're a member of our gang now. Just like you're part of the wolf pack. Okay? He didn't like it. This is my theory, but it seems reasonable, right? He's most popular in his class. There's not a single story about the people who said that about him. Nor are there any lasting friendships. Were any names remembered to us? Not a single name? So he's in this long struggle with me because I'm born. And he figures I'm the son of his own father. This is an outrage, an outrageous injustice. So it's like the outrageous injustice that he has to go to war for a country that screwed him. Okay? So that war that it ends with atomic bombs. So what does he think? He's going to end the war with me by getting some kind of nuclear radioactive substance into the shot. It'll kill me with an atomic bomb. And that'll end the battle he's in with me. The way World War II ended. So he was trying to redo the end of World War II with the plan he had to end the war he had with me. I'm saying that is probably what happened.